Hello everybody, I'm that guy Shrai, and we have another Marvel Future Fight update to go over. Now real quick, this is a decent update, but I have a few problems with it. And sure, there might be due to a bit of favoritism on my end, leading up to a certain character's rework or uniform, which I'm insta-buying. But at the current moment in time, I'm just going to go through and see what's new. After I stop scrolling through the store like there's something that's actually changed. First things first, Blade. The character that I made a video on, the character that I studied for weeks on, has a bit of an issue. The fact that he has so much in his kit improved on it, but he doesn't have one thing him being a vampire should. A heel that is not bound by his leadership. It's stupid, it's idiotic. It's something that Marvel Future Fight has a problem with addressing fully, and it gets me very upset. Now, sure, the skills they gave him are amazing, but the fact that they made him a decent character who relies on his own heal, which is the worst heal in the game, is a massive issue. I honestly really wish they could actually improve him, or at least give him a partial heal on one of these skills, but no. If you want Blade healing, it's not going to be much, and I doubt it's going to be enough to go into World Boss Ultimate with. Also, it didn't immediately release like Kamala Khan's uniform last update. Or last few updates, I don't remember the order. Basically speaking, I can't get this uniform right now, even though it looks amazing. Same thing for Moon Knight and Ghost Rider. 3 characters in this most recent update that have really good uniforms, but they're not going to be released for a little bit. The only uniform that I think is available at the current moment in time is Doctor Strange's uniform, and I'm pretty sure they nerfed that too. Yep, Doctor Strange and Dormammu are the only 2 in this update that I can buy immediately. Sure, my intentions are morally based on buying Doctor Strange and seeing what he can do compared to what he did in this uniform, and I only had it in rare. Insta-buying it is my intention, but I'm going to hold off just for a moment to show you guys how they gave both Ghost Rider and Moon Knight a full facelift with their uniforms. First things first, Moon Knight. Now there's an obvious change to some of his skills. He even has an awakening with Morbius, a paywall vampire who has a lifesteal. I'm not gonna drop Blade until they fix the bullshit that has been presented. But let's go through these skills quick and easy. 1 skill. It looks like he's throwing something up in the air, but it never lands. 2 skill. Really good starting iframe. It just doesn't get distance, it also paralyzes. It's rather nice. 3. Starting iframe with burn. Just making sure that does do paralysis, right? Yep. Wait, what? Hold on. You get closer. Oh, okay. 4 skill. Honestly, this entire thing seems really slow. Hang on. No. Let me go with... Do I need to get the effects on? Because there's usually a really good cinematic. Yep, there it is. I honestly think the attack speed on this is really slow for some reason. Compared to what he usually has. Is this supposed to replicate my Moon Knight build or something? I'm kind of confused. But regardless, the new uniform is great. I'm pretty sure one of these have a heal on them. Can't be too sure. Then again, I still know the Moon Knight has a better heal than Blade right now. Even though this uniform is not out yet. Now let's look at that Awakening Seal, which you need a few characters for. And it's okay, in a word, I could say it's very odd to have an Awakening skill that requires the 3 characters in it and possibly someone else. You'll know what I'm talking about once I get one of these characters to level 70 and near ready to awaken. Yeah, it's very unique. Not really. Even though the fact that, well, it looks baller as hell, with the fact that you get both Morbius and Elsa Bloodstone. Now, I don't know if you guys already noticed it from the change screen, but she's not getting a uniform, but she's still getting the Awakening skill. I don't really need to say anything other than this makes little to no sense. How are you going to give someone a ability one skill, and not improve the entire kit? It's rather annoying. You know her passive allows her to guard break, which is literally this rock back animation that you see on this robot here. It's hilarious that they think this is going to be enough. It's never going to be enough for anyone. And I'm rather annoyed that they think it's going to matter at all to anyone who's in love with this character. Sure, I used to like her a lot. I used to use her a lot, but now that she has fallen off since 2017, I have not used her in years for anything other than Shadowland. And that's for one stage. Just one. It makes no point. It is pointless for her to even have this Awakening skill if she cannot do proper damage without the kit. Sure, she can do level 65 on possibly level 70 due to the beta I watched, but that's for a specific build if you have Elsa Bloodstone built up. Now, let's go for the real vampire of this update, because a lot of people want to see him, along with a new spider character who is possibly one of the best free units you can get now. I'm not even going to talk, and show you what this man can do. Let's see it again. The 4 and the 5, specifically. over 600 hits. And this character is really good, but the fact is, he has a vampire, and one, if not all of his skills heal. Never mind. One of his skills heal for a really good amount, while we have Blade over here using his leadership doing only 8 to 20% of his healing throughout the entire leadership. Now, if you guys don't know why I'm griping about this, for one, Blade's one of my favorite characters, and he's one of the first characters I was introduced to in the Marvel Universe. The thing that makes me angry is the fact that I could scroll over here, find Blade, wherever he may be, and look dead at his skills and openly tell you what I see wrong with him. And let's just say it ain't just the afro. It's the fact that his leadership, the skill that you get to upgrade for the Red Stars, is literally applying to all allies for one, and has a max recovery rate of 0.5. Not even a full percent, 0.5% of your max HP. Can't even make it 10% Netmarble. Can't even allow people to heal directly from everything else in their kit. And you have to use this if you want to heal naturally in any other game mode without having to use anti-venom. It's annoying. It is a really bad way to get people interested in the character. And for my Blade video, I had researched it, and honestly, I must apologize for using none of the knowledge that I learned. Aside from him being one of the most gruesome characters who are heroes, because he goes out and kills vampires even though he is one. Right, Netmarble, right. I'm pretty sure you guys would literally take away his leadership passive if you could, because you don't care about him. Anyway, let's go on to the next character right here, Ben Reilly Spider-Man. And this is why this is a 50-50 update for me. For one, his passive. Let's just get his potential all the way up. His leadership, dodge rate. Obvious. A really common copy-paste speed leadership, but that's not why he's really good. And he just got added to the game. It's this one. Applies to all spider sense. Hero. Applies to all allies with spider sense. Increased damage to supervillains and superheroes, and increased skill damage. Bonus damage. Now, I'm pretty sure this does not include a few things. I'm pretty sure the skill damage, bonus damage does not stack. I'm not fairly versed into this entire thing, but I'm trying my hardest here. And his skills, from what I've seen while watching other people play the beta, since I don't have that clout, his skills look amazing. But enough of me talking about it, let's actually get into it. This, if y'all don't know who Ben Reilly is, he's the original Spider-Man clone, which I find is something quite... Actually, there's no word to it. He's just something. Where's the one skill? Immediate iframe. Well, no, it's a wind-up into an iframe. But the wind-up is not that... Wow, I'm messing over my tongue because I'm so mad at the fact that they shattered my guy Blade. 1, good iframe, CZ. 2, it surprisingly is not an iframe after a lot of people have been complaining about how the animation looks, and the iframe only comes up at the end. Barely. That's a counter. Counters usually ignore iframes, and I'm pretty sure this one can too. I'm not too sure. 4. He doesn't seem to be doing that much damage, but trust me, he's doing quite a bit of hits, and I doubt that isn't enough damage. And the 5 skill is pretty random for a Spider-Man skill, but then again, Spider-Man can be pretty random character. He brings in a tank, and this just breaks it. It's amusing to me, along with the fact that a lot of people love Ben Reilly. It's amusing to me, and I'm pretty sure it'll be amusing for anyone else to use, because he's a support character with really good damage. He's also immune to these effects, so basically beating the crap out of Corvus Glaive is possible. I'm pretty sure he paralyzes you. If not, that's my bad. Wait, is his passive stacking the skill damage bonus damage? No, okay. But this is an amusing skill, and I'm probably going to try my hardest to get this character to 6-star immediately. And then stockpile a whole bunch of his vials because I can. Also, there have been another sort of improvements. But they hardly matter due to the fact that there are no rewards attached to this. First things first, this. Alliance Battle. It has a new and improved look, and it plays similar to what we're used to. The thing that isn't as good is, well, you don't have any rewards to go with these new improvements and updates. From what I know. Because I usually start things off with opening up the game, seeing the splash art, loading into it. But no, I had to go in myself and look through everything before even starting this video up. Because I had prayed that the information we had gotten from the beta was still going to change. Nope. They messed with Blade's leadership. They didn't mess with it. They refused to mess with it because they thought it was enough for him. You have to give that man 1,000 hits on every skill and take away the cooldown from his leadership for that heal to be worth anything more than anti-venom. Because at the current moment, every single hit he can do in this uniform, with his leadership or not, is worth nothing compared to anti-venom's heal or any other heal in the game. I've been that guy who's true. I am irate, and I need to look at 2 more characters, so it's not over yet. I don't know when I'm trying to end things off. Doctor Strange. This is going to look trippy in a few minutes. And by trippy, we're just going to see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, it looks brighter, but it didn't change. 2. Do I need to say anything? 2. That's amazing looking. If they did anything right, it's that. They also gave him a better looking glyph. You guys can see that. That looks like a lot. And here's the 5. It covers a large portion. A really large portion. And just because Doctor Strange has a tier 3, and I'm pretty sure I didn't show it off. Let's see what it is. How it changes. Not that big a change. Even the glyph on the ground looks the same. But I have him at tier 3. You know we have to go through the entire rotation with Doctor Strange. Yeah. That is really amazing and all, but they took away some of his kit that made this uniform really good. Even though increased damage and increased bonus damage is still really good, they took away chain hit. He had chain hit on this skill in the beta. I know that for sure. And Dormammu. Now, I'm not even trying this because last time I tried it for Odin, it took me weeks. It almost took me the entire update period to get Odin to 6-star, and I didn't even want to master him afterwards. So, I might not be messing with this Dormammu uniform, but someone else out there will be. Let's look at the 1 skill. No iframe, but he's getting healed from hitting people. Wow, talk about a proper lifesteal, too. It's quick with press. It's quick with defense down. This has probably some form of invincibility. Yep, immunity. Let's look at that for one more time. They give him a reflect barrier. Like, I'd say more about this, but I honestly doubt it'll beat Jean Grey. A character who is dominant in every form or any game mode in this game, so I can't really say much about it. It's a reflect. I've run reflect teams against Jean Greys before, it doesn't do much. 5. This 5 is obviously the best looking, because he literally turns into a giant and starts breathing fire everywhere. I'm pretty sure this is an iframe. Nope. It doesn't look like an iframe. Nope, I don't think it's an iframe. How unfortunate. But he does get immunity, I think. Does he? Yeah, he gets immunity and a few parries. Invincible, yep. And to peel things off, tier 3. That's a lot of hits and a lot of screen traffic. I can't really say much else. He just gets pulled into a different cinematic where he's literally taking over the world with a grubby dark magic around his hands. Can't say much about Dormammu. Don't have him built up. Probably still won't build him up after this update. Who else has a uniform? Oh, Ghost Rider. I almost forgot. Oh. Okay, we're gonna close this guy up. 1 skill. Immediate iframe. Even though all of the attack speed seems pretty slow. 2 skill. Dude looking like Escanor making a sunball. 3 skill. Okay, yeah. They don't seem to have nerfed this skill at all. Sure, it might be 50 now, but it might, if I upgrade it, once I get this uniform, he could quite literally destroy any villain character. And that is amazing. Heck, a lot of people say he's PvP viable now. That makes me happy. 4. It's a really nice wind-up into an iframe skill. I'm not gonna talk, but 5. Do I even need to say words? Look at him. Dude, his skull, at first, looks like he's wearing a crown. After the 5 skill, he looks like Hellboy coming out of Hellfire. What? Ben Reilly, Morbius, and Ghost Rider are the best parts of this update, even though they're not out yet. The Awakening skill for Moon Knight, also Bloodstone, and Morbius is to be questioned. And now, honestly, we're done, because at this current moment in time, I'm not really all that enthused about Marvel 55 due to the fact that most of their updates are either dry, or they give the wrong updates or upgrades to the wrong characters. They give the right upgrades to the wrong characters. And that has made me angry, so you guys might not even get that many videos if I decide to upload this one. No, I'm definitely uploading this one right after I'm done recording. Because, honestly, every single tidbit I've brought up has been brought up by other people in the community who have more views and more subs. They're a part of the creative program who even have the beta. It's astounding to me that Marvel 55 watches beta testers or whatever. They're creators, a part of the creator program. And all they ever do is quite literally look at the gameplay, look at the attack speed, nerf that depending on how fast certain characters complete content, and they won't for one moment say, I think we did one of these uniforms wrong. Anyway, I've been that guy, True Eye, and I'll see you out later.